Hi everybody, it's Tucker. Welcome to my first video. So, just a quick introduction into what I'm trying to do here. With the new stay-at-home directive, a lot of people are limited to what they can do for physical fitness, and unfortunately that's cutting into our debt for ACFT preparedness. And so what I want to do is give you guys the tools that you need to continue to physically train at home in the absence of a gym or in the absence of any other physical fitness equipment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a series of videos. They're going to be warm-up exercise videos, they're going to be workout videos, and they're going to be muscle-specific videos. And the intent is to give you the tools that you need to be able to remain physically fit, just using the things that you have around your house or with body weight exercises. So with today's first video, I'm calling this video Warm-Up 1. And so we're going to go over how to do UpDogs and DownDogs, or downward dogs, downward dog push-ups, inchworm push-ups, hollow rocks, hollow holds, palm squats, and then 1 minute of stretching. And so the intent is, later on for next week I can post a workout plan, and so I could say, today we're going to do warm-up 1, and we're going to do X, Y, and Z for the main workout. Or I can say we're going to do warm-up 2, and we're going to do X, Y, Z for the workout. So to start with UpDogs and DownDogs, they're very basic. So to do the upward dog, you're just going to lay, and you're going to put your hands underneath your shoulders like you're going to do the hand release push-up. And then you're going to push yourself up. So you're going to lay down, and then you're going to push yourself up until your elbows lock out. And you're going to look up and take deep breaths in, and then release. Take another deep breath. Look up. That's an upward dog. The downward dog is the opposite. So you're going to get into the tabletop position. This is called the tabletop position. And then you're going to bring yourself up. What you want to do with your feet, since you're trying to stretch your legs, is if you don't have the flexibility to plant your heels down to the ground, you're just going to pedal one leg at a time, stretching one leg at a time, reaching through with your arms, trying to push your head between your shoulders. And so you're engaging your shoulder muscles, you're engaging your traps, your upper back, and you're pedaling. And then you come back to the tabletop position, and then to the downward dog. And then you do this a few times. So that's the downward dog and the upward dog. And it's pretty straightforward, and it's easy to accommodate for different levels of flexibility and different levels of strength. If you're not able to completely plant your heels down, you can move your arms, you can adjust your feet, you can bend your knees and your hips if you need to. So that's a good one. The downward dog push-up is a good preparatory exercise for building shoulder strength and upper chest strength. It's something that I like to do before I do a chest workout, and it's basically the same thing as a downward dog, except instead of going into the upward dog, going into a push-up. So you start at the tabletop position, and then you go into your downward dog, and then you come flat, do a push-up, back to the downward dog. You're reaching through with your shoulders, do a push-up, so it's just like that. The inchworm push-up is a little bit more complicated and requires a little bit more flexibility, but again, if you don't have the flexibility in your legs or your back to be able to touch your toes while standing up, it's fine. You can just bend your knees if you need to. So the inchworm push-up, you're going to start standing up. You're going to bend over, touch your toes, and then inch yourself out. Do a push-up, inch yourself back, tuck your toes, stand up, inch yourself out, do a push-up, inch yourself back, touch your toes, stand up. So for the inchworm push-up, you want to make sure you're standing up each repetition. And usually, 10 down dog push-ups, 10 inchworm push-ups is good to get the blood flowing in the areas that you need to. The hollow rock is a core workout, and it basically is like a static hold in the cockroach position, if you're familiar with the cockroach. So the cockroach looks like this, right? And you're doing this. The hollow rock, you're out like this, your feet are up, your hands are out, and you're rocking back and forth. And you're holding that position as tight as you can. So you can do 10, you can do 15, you can do 20 hollow rocks. And the more flat that your body is, the harder the exercise. So, you come up to a more of a V angle, it's a little bit easier because you're engaging less of your core. So, holding like this is harder than holding it like this. So that's a hollow rock, and the hollow hold is basically the same thing, except you're not rocking, you're just holding it. So you can do a 30-second hold, go like this, and just holding it for 30 seconds. And so that's a good way to activate the core and engage those muscles. A palm squat is just to develop mobility in the hips and the knees, and it's good development for the 3 repetition max deadlift, because with the deadlift, it's imperative that you have the proper form and the proper technique. And doing palm squats is one of the ways that you can do that. And a palm squat is basically the same thing as an air squat, except you're breaking the plane with your thighs. So you're not coming down to where your thighs are level, you're coming down to where your thighs break the plane, go negative, and you're touching your palms to the floor. So instead of an air squat where you come down to about here, the palm squat, you're touching your palms to the floor between your feet. Like that. And so, if you don't have the flexibility, a lot of people, you're not able to come all the way down without your heels coming up, and you're forced to come up onto your toes. And that's a problem, because when you're doing the deadlift, you can't be doing that, you're going to hurt yourself. So it's good to practice the palm squats. You just stand, feet shoulder width or a little bit wider. I'll do it like this. And then you just coming down to the palm squat. And it's a good way to make sure that you are going all the way down, you are doing a full repetition, and you can really work on developing the flexibility and the strength to keep your back straight and engage your glutes and your hips at the right times. So that's workout 1, that's warm-up 1. I'm going to hold it up here again so you guys can see it. See if I can focus it. So 30-second up dogs and down dogs, 10 downward dog push-ups, 10 inchworm push-ups, 10 hollow rocks, 30 seconds hollow hold, 10 palm squats, and then a minute of stretching. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the video description. If you guys have any questions, you can just refer to that. Thanks for watching.